Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory, and it has finished at the Emirates Stadium. I can't believe I'm going to say this. You can see how happy I am. Arsenal 5. Excuse me. Arsenal 5, Chelsea 0. Let me say that again. Arsenal 5, Chelsea 0. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting it. I feel like I come on here every single time and I say I'm not expecting the result that we get, but yeah, I was not expecting a 5-0 win. I thought we had a very good chance because we've done our home form against them in the last 3 or 4 years has been pretty good, or last 3 years or so, I believe has been pretty good. I think the last time we lost to them at home was in Arteta's first full season when Lukaku scored. I think that was the last time we lost to them. I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's in my memory what I think was the last time we lost. But yeah, mad. I don't see it happen very often. I don't think I've ever seen us batter one of the so-called Big Six, and we battered Chelsea today. Absolutely battered them. First half, we scored very early through Trossard. It was a deflection off the keeper. I thought that after that, Chelsea sort of grew into the game and had a few chances of themselves. So they had Enzo Fernandez hit the ball wide. Nicholas Jackson got in a few times, but just Madueke got almost had a tap in from a set piece. I think it's from a corner. So they looked pretty dangerous. They sort of grew into the game, and the thing that I was worried about was that they would find a way. They'd get an equalizer. They didn't have Cole Palmer today. Somebody I work with who's a Chelsea fan said, "Oh, we've got zero chance because Cole Palmer's ill and Gusto, their right back, was injured." I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't think that they may have scored a goal or two with Cole Palmer in the team, but I think we absolutely dwarfed them in class today. It just looked like the thing that was crazy about it is that it doesn't feel like the Chelsea of old. It doesn't feel like the Chelsea that, competed and pretty much gave us our hides most seasons. Famously the 6-0 at Stamford Bridge in Wenger's 1000th game. I was really hoping that we'd get a 6th because I just wanted to equal that record. But apparently we've dealt Chelsea their worst defeat against us since the 1930s. So yeah, pretty crazy. So a brace for Kai Havertz, pretty good for him, and a brace for Ben White. Ben White scored 2 goals. He scored. He took advantage of a deflection. That was actually an assist from Thomas Partey, who started today. Incidentally, I was thinking, actually, speaking of Thomas Partey, I thought that I was actually I was a little bit surprised to see him start, number one. But then I thought to myself, there's a little bit of a conspiracy theory going on where I thought to myself, maybe, just maybe, this is what Arteta's been planning all along, to hold back Partey and hold back Vieira and players like that until now, when we sort of need them with 5 games to go. But yeah, and then I think he tried brilliant pass from Ødegaard. I'll speak about Ødegaard in a minute. And then I think Ben White tried to go for a tapped cross, and it somehow found its way into the back of Pavlovic's net. And yeah, so yeah, and Ødegaard was absolutely outstanding today. I think it's the first time I've seen us for a long time. I'd probably say since Spurs away and Newcastle away last season. It's the first time I've seen us properly dominate the game from start to finish. From the point we scored the first goal, probably for the majority of the first half, Chelsea were growing into it, but second half we were all over them. Literally, they could bet only now and again they got through, but I didn't feel threatened, put it that way. Saliba and Gabriel dealt with most of what came through. You know, Declan Rice was breaking up play. Tomiyasu, who started at left back instead of Kivior today, was outstanding. I thought it was a fantastic performance, and probably the best performance of the season so far. I know there's only 5 games left, and they've got 5 games to potentially improve on that. But yeah, this for me has been the best performance of the season. It might just be because it's Chelsea, but yeah, like, I've been asking for a drubbing of one of the so-called big 6 for years and years, even before Arteta, and it's happened. And yeah, I'm over the moon. In terms of the bigger picture of what this means for the rest of the season, so we're now, I believe we are 4 points clear at the top of the table now. No, we're 3 points clear. So yeah, we're 3 points clear at the top of the table. Liverpool play tomorrow in the Merseyside derby, and then Man City play at the Amex Brighton on Thursday, ahead of our game, the really big game against Spurs on Sunday at White Hart Lane, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Yeah, that's massive. I mean, it gives me a little bit more confidence going into that game, because I don't necessarily think Spurs are as, what can I say, dominant as they were, you know, under Pochettino, and sort of, I don't think Spurs are the same team. They started off well, but they've sort of been inconsistent since sort of the latter part of 2023 going into 2024. They've had some good wins here and there, but I don't necessarily think that they're, you know, as good as they were when Harry Kane was there, for example. But I still, you know, I'm still worried about it, just because of the fact it's a North London derby. It's at their ground. Our record at that ground isn't great overall. I know we won there last season, but yeah, our record isn't great there overall. But yeah, pretty good. I mean, it stands us in good stead. If somehow we can manage to pull off a win, it's again another clean sheet, puts our goal difference up to 56 as well. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, if we can find a way to win against Spurs, I think this really stands us in really good stead. I mean, the only problem is that I think City win all of their games and they win the league. But yeah, it definitely stands us in good stead. And let's see what happens. But I'm over the moon with that performance, because I don't see this happen very often. You know, I don't think I've ever seen us batter one of the so-called big 6. Even in Wenger's day, I don't even think I've seen it that often. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. I sound like the Ninth Doctor, Christopher Eccleston. Fantastic. Oh no, that's more Gary Barlow, isn't it? It was absolutely fantastic. Anyway, yeah, great to see. And what a way to bounce back. 2 really good wins in this week. We've had a good week this week. Let's see if we can keep it up against Spurs. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I will be back again in a couple of days, probably on, when are we playing? We're playing Sunday, aren't we? So yeah, I'll be back previewing Spurs on Saturday. So until then, take care and stay safe.